Hey, this truck sells vegetables.
Yeah, they do. I buy them here often, actually. Trust me, they are top-tier veggies.
So, they're fresh?
That's part of it. For example, check out the asparagus. Those dips, all nearly identical. Or see, the daikon are hefty, but don't have too many pores. Stuff like that.
I get it. Makes sense you'd notice that as a chef.
I admit, I meticulously evaluate all my produce. But they're used to me here.
I bet any shop would feel honored to serve such a passionate customer.
That's not sarcasm, is it?
Things are going well. Bye.
Hey, check it out. Four-leaf clover.
Oh? Nice find. Are you gonna hang on to it?
It's a nice thought. But I'll pass. Life's been good to me these days. Hanging out with pals, running my own restaurant. I feel like someone else might need these lucky leaves more than me right now.
That's very compassionate.
To tell the truth, I just don't want to get my hands dirty. They're high maintenance.
Sure, I believe you. All right.
Oh, hey. I need to stop off for some cleaning supplies at the drugstore.
Spring cleaning or something?
No, I own a restaurant, remember? The floor tends to get pretty slippery.
Right. Ramen shops and places like that do tend to get fairly messy.
It's actually a huge pet peeve of mine. One time I was crossing the floor, both hands gripping full plates, and I nearly ate shit. But I pulled off a triple axle and managed to save the meal by the skin of my teeth. Ever since then, it's been my mission to keep the floors of my shop squeaky clean. No way I'm wasting precious food over something dumb like tripping up.
Never would have guessed you'd be the one to slip up. But if it results in a cleaner floor, then I suppose all's well that ends well. Not to mention, I'd love to see you do your acrobatics in a restaurant. Things are going well.
Oh, hey, they got Virtua Fighter.
You're into fighting games, Zhao?
Sure. I played the crap out of Virtua Fighter back in the day.
Yeah? Must have been a big shot at your local arcade, huh?
Not at all, honestly. I spent all my time playing it on the Dreamcast. And I got used to that controller. But arcade sticks are a whole different beast. So I always lost. I was kicking myself for not buying the arcade stick along with the game. Ever since then, you won't catch me dead without my tools and weapons. I'm so ready.
Seems life has a funny way of teaching us lessons. All right.
Ends today. Looks like one more run and I'll have enough gems to get all the items I wanted.
Didn't know you were so addicted to that gotcha crap.
I don't know much about mobile games, but if you're almost there, why not?
Yeah? Well then, if y'all don't mind. All right. Oh, all right. Let's go. Oh, shit. Whoa.
What's up, Nanchan?
You know how back in the day, games wouldn't let you save whenever you wanted? Your parents would tell you it was time to stop, but you'd shout at them, "I need to get to the next save point!"
Oh, yeah. They'd think I was lying just to play more.
Anyway, pretty sure I must have looked back then, just like Zhao does now. Funny to think about.
It's not the same.
No, it's totally the same.
You know, I've gotten really into green tea lately.
I enjoy a good cup of tea. And I notice a lot of desserts are green tea flavor these days.
Right? But I'm in it for the process, not so much the flavor. Somehow, I just love making it.
That's a pretty refined hobby.
Sure, it was tough starting out. My tea would be all icky and lumpy, like snot. Now I make a mean cup of matcha. creamy, foamy goodness. You see, initially I just wanted something to go with my tea cakes. But these days, all I really care about is the arts of tea and honing my brewing technique.
Sounds like the journey replaced the destination. But isn't that how it goes? Things are going well.
Might be time to buy some new threads. You mind making a stop if I see a nice place?
Not at all. You have a particular brand in mind?
It's not that I don't, but I tend to go for whatever randomly piques my interest. Kinda why I can't stand shopping online.
True. Ordering online can be a crapshoot.
Yeah, exactly. I suck at it. I always end up with stuff that's not quite what I imagined. And returns are a hassle, so I'd usually give the clothes to my men.
Free clothes to sweeten the deal. Not bad, considering your fashion sense.
Not bad at all, right? Talk about employee benefits.
That's one way to put it. All right.
Nanchan, look! Print Circle!
No way. It's a booth for ID photos. Nice try, machine.
Oh, how disappointing.
Well, looks kinda roomy. If we squeeze, we might all fit.
Barely.
Think so, Kiryu-san?
Why are we even considering this? Let's just find an arcade. You know, print circles are getting pretty advanced. Some even have skin softening filters.
Like in those photo apps. Sounds fun.
So no group selfie?
Convenience store employees have so much crap to do. Seems like hard work.
Besides manning the register, they've got to process utility bills, issue show tickets.
The more services the store offers, the more skills the workers need. If I were in their position, I bet I'd be really grateful for self-checkout.
Yeah, that probably lightens the workload a bit.
I had to ask an employee for help when I tried to use the self-checkout.
Oh, me too. Those things are tricky.
I suppose the customer needs new skills as well.
You ever notice, Kiryu-san, how much swag these kids' manga magazines have nowadays?
Swag?
Little bonuses, man. Microscopes, mini planetariums. Some even come with a claw machine.
Really? You can get all that in a magazine?
That's right. You build the gadgets yourself, and they're typically well designed.
Huh. That's new. When I was a kid, all we got were playing cards. I might have taken you still read manga?
Nah. One of my regulars brought his kid in, and I noticed the little guy crafting stuff. And before I knew it, I was sitting there helping him out while the dad was munching away.
What a nice family atmosphere. Things are going well.
Charming Hasaku face?
What are you muttering to your phone about?
Oh, it's a crossword app. Forgot the deadline for the sweepstakes was coming up.
First magazines and newspapers. Now there are crossword apps?
They're pretty fun. Educational, too. Oh, gotta be ramen.
What's the prize if you win?
Well, let's see, a year's supply of bean sprouts.
I doubt those sprouts could last a whole year.
Yeah, no way. So if I win, I'll have to hold a bean sprout bonanza at my restaurant. And I'm sure I can rely on old Kiryu-san to help finish them off.
They have given away something more useless. All right.
You're shitting me.
Something up?
There's this wok, made by a famous craftsman that just got released today. I wanted to try it out, so I was really gunning for one. There were limited quantities, and they have all been snatched up already. Damn it.
Guess it was in high demand.
Well, yeah, they're popular. But I bet it's only sold out because of scalpers.
Scalpers?
Yeah. They buy up all the good shit, then list them for auction at sky-high prices.
I see. So they're opportunists.
Bastards aren't even gonna use what they bought. Really pisses me off. If I ever find one in person, I'm gonna deep fry their ass.
Not sure anyone wants that on the menu. Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper. Namba, can you still do the back hip circle?
Huh? Why are you calling me out?
Just looking at the high bars. They say you can't do it after a certain age.
I can still do it. The giant swing, too.
You're a freak of nature, though. You belong in an acrobatics troupe.
I could still do it too. I'm pretty good at gymnastics.
Really? Can we get a demonstration?
Definitely not in this skirt.
What's this? Do I detect a harassment case?
What? No, I was just curious if she could.
I'm kidding. Just an old habit from managing personnel.
Is that what you call it?
Times we live in. It's best to consider your words before you speak.
Anyway, Namba, you never answered. Can you still back hip circle?
I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to the park alone at night and see.
Then you just get carted away for being a weirdo.
Oh, this world's completely inhospitable.
Found.
Yo, these frames are sweet.
How are they any different from the ones you already have?
The difference is slight. But yeah, they are the same style. I guess I like to stick to a type. I've got around 20 pairs of these same glasses back home.
You go all in, don't you? But I understand why you'd stick with what's familiar.
Right? I knew you'd get me.
All right.
Ever tried pudding from a convenience store? It's so rich and creamy these days.
Coming from an experienced chef, I believe you.
Actually, good food in general has gotten pretty easy to find. Means I better get my ass in the kitchen.
Huh. That's a winning attitude.
I just can't stand to lose. Though it might just be easier to sell some of that store-bought pudding in the end.
I doubt you'd end up doing that. I'll bet you'll whip up something from scratch that blows that other stuff out of the water.
You know, that's what I like about you and Kasuga-kun.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Just thinking about a recipe for some mind-blowing almond jelly.
Things are going well.
That a UFO or... No, just a plane. Oh well.
You disappointed?
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't want to meet an alien?
You have questions for them or something?
Oh, well, I'd ask something like, what are you into?
Sounds like you're on a blind date.
Damn, Kiryu-san. You always know just what to say. But I guess those questions should be prepped in advance. Interstellar diplomacy, you know.
Definitely not something you'd find on my bucket list.
Humor me a little. What would you ask an alien?
Me? How about, what do you do on your days off?
Guess it really is a blind date.
All right. I've really gotten to know them.
Yeah, they're rebooting lots of anime from when I was a kid lately.
Yeah, I noticed that actually. I like when they bring back stuff I wasn't into originally.
So it's new to you, but still feels nostalgic? Yeah.
Of course, now when they recast all the big sister types, I realize all the new actresses are younger than me now.
Huh. Self-pity train pulling into station.
It's just strange, being older than a girl you looked up to.
Well, I just think of it from the protagonist's perspective. A big sister is someone you can always look up to, no matter your age.
Well said, Psycho. Namba, you should listen to her.
Yeah. How does it feel like I struck a nerve there?
There's a sharpness to your fighting style, Zhao. Your strike is like the flick of a wrist.
You think so? Oh, big honor coming from you, Kiryu-san. Maybe all my hard work's paid off.
Have you been doing some kind of specialized training?
Nope, just draining water from noodles.
That's it?
That's it. Draining ramen noodles takes a bit of finesse, believe it or not. The goal is to make quick reflexive movements in as few moves as possible. Too much waving your arms around screws with the noodle's delicate texture. And the snap of your wrist is key. So I guess it showed up in my fighting, too.
To think it all stems from something as wholesome as making noodles. What else is up your sleeve, Chef Zhao? Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper.
Good old photography. Actually, I used to be really into taking pictures.
And you're not anymore?
Well, in the past, I would snap pics of everything around me. But one day, I realized I just couldn't find any more inspiration. Maybe I'd seen it all. There was this emptiness. Like I had already captured every corner of my own tiny world. But I was just a kid back then. So the memories aren't very sharp.
So even as a kid, you felt your world was small.
Damn. When you put it that way, it sounds like I was a real brat, huh?
Well, if you feel like you've broadened your horizons, maybe give that camera another try. See if anything new's inspired you.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
All right. I've really gotten to know them.
Passing by this arcade always brings back sour memories.
Something bad happened here?
One day, on a whim, I tried out this capsule machine selling pocket plants.
Plans? Guess they'll turn anything into collectibles these days.
Yeah, well, I ended up getting 5 of the 6 possible items, with no dupes, all in a row. I was on this winning streak, so I figured I'll pull again, just to snag the whole collection. But it was like the last one was actively dodging me. In the end, I spent like 7,000 yen. My arm was practically jelly from pulling that crank.
Sounds like the machine got you good.
But you know, when I finally scored that full set, it felt like the stars aligned.
Must have been a big relief. What type of plant was in the last one?
Just your everyday Japanese spruce.
Huh. Congrats. Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper.
Would you like dinner, or a bath, or me? Do wives really say that?
No.
Never.
Oh.
Well, that settles that.
It's such a staple of fiction, though. Surely someone must have said it at least once.
See? You understand, Kiryu-san. Let's suppose we leave the or me out of it. Meal or bath? Which do you go for first? That's all I was curious about anyway. I wasn't trying to be chauvinistic.
I'm not sure then. I think I'd want to get clean first.
Think I'd go with dinner. An empty stomach's too distracting.
Ah, sounds like the vote is split. Kiryu-san, where do you stand?
I need to eat first. You can't relax if you're hungry.
Exactly. You totally get it.
Well, looks like you two are on the same wavelength. Well, how about you, Zhao?
Dinner. That way I can wash off any oil splatters and junk in the bath later.
Oh, interesting. You're thinking from the cook's point of view.
Oh, well. I guess a man can dream.
So you do want some little submissive housewife?
If you like, I'll ask it to you.
That would be a true honor.
There's a pretty rad pawn shop nearby. Always got a ton of great finds. Been a while since I stopped by. Maybe I'll go poke my head in.
I didn't realize there was a pawn shop around here.
Go figure, right? It was actually a hoarder's house originally. But once it got cleaned up, turns out it was full of treasures. I bought some of the bowls for my shop there.
So, the bowls at your restaurant are secondhand?
Yep, a total steal.
All right. Complete.